Welcome back to the team.
Thank you very much.
Talk about how this all went down.
Yeah, it was just, I kind of wanted to be locked in for, what's up, coach? It's just one of those things you hate to do, you know what I mean? You want to make sure you do it the proper way, and that there's, when you do sign, that there's no bad feelings between each party. So I'm happy that it's a 2-year deal. And yeah, it's nice to be over with so I can be back with the team and get gelling with the guys.
You in shape?
Yeah, that's all I had to do, right? I missed about 4 or 5 practices, so I definitely got to do my work. I've been doing the work, but nothing's really the same as playing. So I think these exhibition games will really help.
Do you get involved personally in the contract stuff other than the general instructions? I know you have an agent for such things.
Yeah, I'm an emotional guy, as most people know. So each time I end up kind of getting involved. So I did this time, and it seemed to go a lot quicker as soon as I got involved. So I think I should keep that in mind. But yeah, I just think it's easier when they hear from me where I'm coming from instead of a third party. So yeah, I think it's a little easier for me.
So new coach, new teammates. You've probably been introducing yourself a little bit around because some new faces. Any overall impressions?
I think they're good. I think that there are a lot of big guys. I think in previous years we've had some young guys, but I don't think they're necessarily the biggest guys. I think they're a little bit more hungry than some young guys we've had in the past. So I think that'll be a bonus. Yeah, and I was here the first weekend, so I forgot a couple names, but I'm working on it now. So.
It sounds like, talking to Steve a couple of weeks ago, they're going to put a lot into you this year, and they're expecting a lot from you, not only on the field, but also as a leader in the locker room.
Yeah, I think that's how it should be when you're an 11, 12-year vet like myself. So I have no problem with that. I accept the challenge and hope I do what he expects of me.
I'm sure you've talked with some of the guys that were repeating from last year, which didn't go down too well. I'm sure missing the playoffs. Does that add to that feeling of you're kind of on a mission this year to show something?
100%. I've been here 12 years now. The 1 year with my knee injury, but that's the first time that's ever happened. So I'd like to make sure that never happened again the rest of my career. I think for a lot of guys that were longtime Bandits were never in that position as well. So yeah, I think you got to take that to heart and let it push in the right direction.
Now you knew Troy when he was an assistant coach here, right?
My first 2 years.
So it's not a completely new transition for him to come in here, but it's all.
No, I kind of know what to expect.
Yeah. And what do you expect?
I expect intensity, and I think he holds everybody accountable. It doesn't matter who you are. I think that's a good thing. And he's a really good lacrosseman. You know, he knows the game. He's been successful in all his other teams. So it'll be a nice new change for sure.
Is it much different than Darius in terms of?
I don't know. I haven't got yelled at yet. But I think the defense is going to be different. So I'm sure their overall philosophy is not too much different than each other. They grew up playing and started off coaching with each other. But I'm sure he picked up a lot of things on his own the last 9-10 years. So it'll be interesting to see.
Being around the league for a while now, the game's changed a little bit, the rules have changed. Have you had to change your game since maybe your first couple of seasons?
Yeah, definitely. The game's not nearly as rough as what it used to be. So I used to kind of like to think I thrived on that. But with the game getting a little bit faster, but then I think with the fact that them getting rid of the 18 guys going back to 16 will slow the game down a bit. So I don't really understand why they did that, but I think it'll benefit teams like us. It'll be a little bit more offense-defense than run and gun. So yeah, I think it has changed, but I think they've kind of gone backwards a little bit too.
Were you in favor of adding 2 more games to the schedule this year?
Now you're getting all political. Yeah, like more games are better as long as they compensate us properly.
So, speaking of the extended season, and as you denoted that the league is getting quicker, do you think that the time away is going to have any effect on the season opener for you on December 28th?
No, I don't think so. I've been doing my road work, and I think with adrenaline in front of 16 plus thousand fans, I don't. I expect that to drive me if my body can't.
Chugger denoted earlier in the season you did not have a contract, but you were here.
I was here the first training camp, yeah.
And that was representative of that he expected you to become a leader in the room.
Yeah.
And speaking in regards to that, being counted on as a leader, and How do you, I mean, is it a relief to get this deal done now as opposed to later?
I think so, for sure. It gives me more time with the guys. I think as being a leader, you need that. You know what I mean? I can't just come in first game or who knows how long it could have went and just start kind of telling guys what to do. You want to get a rapport with them before, you know, you expect them to follow you.
Thanks, Billy.
Okay.
We're good?